Hello and welcome to Tarot Sherpa. I'm Christine and today I will be your guide through the Wildwood Tarot. The Wildwood Tarot is authored by Mark Ryan and John Matthews. The illustrator is Wil Worthington, and this was originally published in 2011 by Sterling Ethos Publishers. So, Mark Ryan is a sword technique coach in Hollywood. He's also an author and a composer and an actor, and so he's one of these many talented guys. He's also a tarot card reader. And he was particularly fond of a tarot card deck called the Greenwood Tarot, which was by Chesca Potter and illustrated by Will Worthington. And unfortunately, let's see, that deck was popular in the 90s. And he was, looking to get a new edition, and it just is no longer available. It's now a collector's item, actually. And he even talked to the publishers about, hey, can you do another print run of this? And they're like, no can do, because it's a collector's item. If they start doing new print runs, then the value of it is going to drop, and a lot of collectors would be very angry. So he decided that the time was ripe to do a reimagined, re-energized version of that Greenwood Tarot called the Wildwood Tarot. And so he got in touch with John Matthews, which is somebody he knew from the film industry, because John Matthews is an author who has, with his wife Caitlin, they have in combination written over 150 books. Now, John Matthews is an expert in Grail legends and British prehistory, Celtic mythology, all of this, and he's published extensively on his own, and both in cooperation or in co-authoring with his wife, who's also authored many books on her own. And they actually have a very nice website. I'll put the link to that in the description box below, where they teach classes and have seminars and stuff like that over in the UK. So if you've got about £500 to spare, they will happily teach you all kinds of interesting things, which sounds really appealing to me. I wish I had the time and the £500, but not 500 pounds, 500 pounds. So this deck was a cooperation between Mark Ryan and John Matthews, and then they enlisted the talents of Will Worthington to again illustrate this deck. So what you get in this beautiful two-piece box here, the lid off, you get a full-size 160-page book. There's an entry for every card. It is in green and white. It's not in black and white, which is very appropriate since this is the Wildwood Tarot. It comes with an introduction by Mark Green and by John Matthews. And there's a few words from Will Worthington in there as well. And I'll put more information, like Will Worthington's website and then the Matthews' website, in the description box below. So you'll have that. So it is a 78 card Rider-Waite Smith based deck. It does have a very Celtic vibe to it, though. It's not your typical Rider-Waite, so you do get that different perspective. So you have 22 major arcana. That is the Wanderer through the World Tree. And then you have 4 suits. There's World Tree. You've got 4 suits. You've got the Bows, which is your fire suit. You've got your Vessels, which is your water suit. Arrows, which is the air suit. And finally, you've got Stones, which is your earth suit. So let's go ahead and look at the cards individually. So taking a closer look at the cards, we begin with the 0 point, or the Wanderer, the Shaman, the Seer is your High Priestess here, the Green Woman fills in as the Empress, The green man is our emperor. The ancestor is the Hierophant. The forest lovers. The archer is our chariot. The stag is strength. The hooded man as the hermit. It's the Holly King there. The wheel. The woodward as justice. The mirror as the hanged man. The journey is death. Balance is our temperance here. The guardian is the devil. The blasted oak as the tower. The pole star as the star. The moon on water as the moon. The sun of life as the sun. The great bear is judgment in this card. And finally, the world is the world tree. We'll look at the suit of bows, the fire suit. We'll begin with the ace of bows, the spark of life. Now you'll notice that while this is a bit different from your normal Rider-Waite-Smith, they do have keywords on all of these minor arcana cards. And so that does give you a little hint on how to proceed with the cards. Two of bows, decision. Not terribly different, but it has this beautiful additional perspective on your typical Rider-Waite, which is really valuable, I think. Three of bows, fulfillment. Four of bows, celebration. Five of bows, empowerment. Six of bows, abundance. Seven of bows, clearance. Eight of bows, hearthfire. Nine of bows, respect. 10 of bows, responsibility. Page of bows, stoat. Now all of our court cards here will have different animals that were important in the Celtic belief systems. Knight of bows is the fox. Queen of bows is the hare. And the king of bows is the adder. And now we'll move on to vessels. Vessels is, the ace vessels is the water of life. Two of vessels, attraction. Three of vessels, joy. Four of vessels, boredom. Five of vessels, ecstasy. Six of vessels, reunion. Seven of vessels, mourning. Eight of vessels, rebirth. Nine of vessels, generosity. 10 of vessels, happiness. Page of vessels, the otter. Knight of vessels, eel. Queen of vessels, salmon. The king of vessels is the heron. We'll go on to the arrows, the air suit, breath of life, ace of arrows. Two of arrows, injustice. 3 of arrows, jealousy. 4 of arrows, rest. 5 of arrows, frustration. 6 of arrows, transition. 7 of arrows, insecurity. 8 of arrows, struggle. 9 of arrows, dedication. 10 of arrows, instruction. Page of arrows, wren. Knight of arrows, hawk. Queen of arrows, swan. King of arrows, kingfisher. And now finally we'll look at the suit of stones, beginning with the Ace of Stones and the foundation of life. 2 of stones, challenge. 3 of stones, creativity. 4 of stones, protection. 5 of stones, endurance. 6 of stones, exploitation. 7 of stones, healing. 8 of stones, skill. 9 of stones, tradition. 10 of stones, home. The Page of Stones, links. Knight of Stones, horse. Queen of Stones, bear. King of Stones, wolf. Well, I hope you enjoyed our journey through the Wildwood Tarot. Roses and thorns for this deck. The only thorn I have is also a rose, because while it is based on the Rider-Waite-Smith, there is this extra layer of nuance added on using the Celtic traditions that really has this lovely perspective. But as a thorn, you do have to kind of learn this extra layer. You can't just jump, headfirst into this deck right away and read it like a pro. It does take a little bit of time and attention to get those nuances, but that's why you get extra decks. I mean, if you just wanted to read a Rider-Waite-Smith deck, you just pick up Pamela Coleman Smith's deck and throw it on your table every day. So this does have that value of perspective, but there's a little bit of a learning curve there. If you like this video, please hit like. If you like this type of content, please subscribe. I will follow this up with a reading using the Wildwood Tarot and one of the spreads in this book, so I hope you will join me for that video. I will place information about the authors and artists and some of the workshops and things that they're into and that they're going to and that they're hosting in the description box below. And I thank you for watching. Bye for now.